Hello, everyone. A very good morning to all of you. A rainy, watery, squishy kind of good morning. And at the onset, I wish to thank all of my new subscribers who joined yesterday or the day before. And the entire credit goes to one of my old students, Harleen, and to a current colleague of mine, Ms. Ritu. Thank you so much for helping me in making my team bigger, stronger, and kind of permanent, grounded. Okay, so thanks a lot. And today I'm here with a substantial kind of topic, which I'm sure as educationists, we all need to know about. And as I'd said in one of my shorts, which I had posted about a couple of days ago, this is a video on formal letter writing. So since it's going to be a little long one, I will not make you wait any longer. But if you do like it, please do give me a similar kind of appreciation, which I received, a very overwhelming one for my previous video. Okay, so here it is. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay. So a very formal and warm welcome to my channel, Eloquent English Enterprise. I'm so glad a lot of people have joined my team, and I assure you I won't let you down. Okay, I'll keep posting good material, good matter for all of you, whether you are an educationist, whether you are a teacher or you're a student, something which is going to be helpful for all of us, right? So here we go. I'm sorry. So we discussed today formal letter writing in English. Now, what are we going to discuss today? Firstly, like what is a formal letter? The definition, the format, and writing samples. In detail, how do we go about it? So let's explore what we are going to do today. Firstly, it's the definition of a formal letter. Then we have the structure of a formal letter, that is the types of formal letters also, because it's not just one of its kind. There are so many of these. Then how to write a formal letter and what are the essential parts which make up a formal letter. Formal letter writing samples also I'm going to share with you. And FAQs, okay, frequently asked questions on formal letter writing format in English. So that's what I'm going to discuss in my video today. So what exactly is the definition of a formal letter, right? Formal letters or business letters or professional letters, these are all letters which are written in a very strict and specific format, okay? Specific format for a specific reason or purpose. So they are purpose driven. They're not just written, for exchange of pleasantries or sharing of informal information. No, they have a specific format and a specific reason to write. Formal letters, therefore, they're naturally much more formal in their style than the informal letters, as I just said, because informal letters are written from or in between two people who know each other on a personal level. But formal letters basically are written to people whom probably with whom we are not in a personal touch. They are official letters, right? So formal letters can be written for a number of reasons. Okay, as I just mentioned a little while ago. Firstly, to apply for or to resign from a post, okay, letter of application or letter of resignation. Then we also can write to express our concerns while working in a professional setup. If you want to share information or if there is some little matter which needs to be brought up to the notice of the entire team or maybe to your senior, you write a letter, you express a concern about it. Then to provide official information across your workplace. We're all working people now, whether it's a corporate kind of an office or it's a school or it's any kind of institution. So a lot of official information needs to be transmitted. And for this also we have formal letters which are written. Then we also write formal letters to place orders. It could be for food items, it could be for books or stationery or any kind of formal request. And also, one of the most important kinds of professional letters are written to the editor of a newspaper when you have a social problem or maybe something that concerns your society, any official matter which needs recognition by the society as a whole. So we write letters to the editor, bringing up the matter so that lots of people can get to know about it. That is to spread awareness. Obviously, the editor of a newspaper will not be able to do anything to help us solve our problem. But this is a way or a mode to convey your ideas or your the kind of complaints that you wish to convey to the higher authorities. Now we come to the structure of a formal letter. Everything needs to have a structure. So what exactly does structure here mean? It's the reason behind the letter. Like in order to be able to write a formal letter, we must have the ability to understand the reason why we are writing this particular letter. The structure of the letter changes depending on the type of letter, like what exactly are you trying to convey. There are certain rules to be followed to be able to draft a formal letter. There are certain rules to be followed, as I just said, to be able to draft a formal letter. Each of the sentences that you write, they should be very well thought of, it should be precise, and it should be very well laid out in an appropriate manner, because this is not an informal letter, it's not a friendly letter. So you have to be very precise and clear in your message that you want to or you wish to convey. So now, what are the types of formal letters? We have business letters, we have letters of application, I just mentioned in the previous slide, and letters to newspapers to the editors. Okay, now let's first discuss business letters. Now, business letters have to be terse, that is very, very precise, clear, and to the point. Here, there is no room for any kind of stories, right? You don't have to beat around the bush, just come to the point immediately. And before you start to write a business letter, keep a few things in your mind. And what are these things? Use very simple everyday language rather than using flowery or flamboyant or over emphatic kind of vocabulary, because then it looks more like a show off, right? So people don't expect to see a vocabulary like how great it is. They just want to see how easily and what kind of brevity you use. I mean, you have to be very precise and concise with your words. Don't make them too long, okay? So use simple language and short statements. Never ever use slangs which are commonly used in business. Like when you're talking, you may use slangs or, words which are not really very good when it comes to usage. So when you're writing a business letter, try to avoid using slangs. I won't give any examples. Also, avoid using abbreviations as much as possible. Nowadays, the new generation is into all these kinds of acronyms, but we must not use these abbreviations when we are writing business letters. The salutation varies according to the type of letter and the receiver. Usually, we write dear sir or dear ma'am. But sometimes if it is like to your principal or maybe, so then again, it's just sir and ma'am that has to be used. But still, maybe there are some kinds of, exceptions where you may have to change the salutation. Then when you're writing, you must list out very clear and exact descriptions. If you're writing it for placement of an order, then give a very clear and precise description and the number of the items that you are trying to place an order for. So when you are writing a letter to order goods, make a list with clear and exact description of the articles which you deem necessary and the expected quality and quantity also, because otherwise how will they send? We continue with this. So we must list, it was there on the last page also, that we must list out very clear and exact descriptions of the articles that we are ordering for as far as the quantity and the quality is concerned. Then when you're replying to a business letter, always quotes the date of the letter you are responding to and its reference numbers. And here I'd like to add, we must write the subject. In a formal letter, never ever try to avoid the subject. Like, what is the main aim of writing that particular letter? So quote the date of the letter you're responding to and its reference number, if any, like it could be ABC/06/ if the date today is, say, 26th of September. So 26092024/ something like that, where the date also gets quoted automatically. The formal letters or business letters also include letters like from an employer to the employees and vice versa, letters to order and replace goods, because if the goods which are delivered to you are not up to your expectations, you have the authority or you have the right to send them back and ask for the delivery once again. Like, you can get them exchanged. Then letters of serious concern to an officer of a higher rank, and also letters of complaint. So these kinds of letters also can be written, right? Suppose there's been a robbery in your neighborhood, so you're writing to a police, say, superintendent or ACP, letters of complaint to the water department or to the electricity department, all of these. Now we come to letters of application, right? So letters of application are written for employment or to put up some kind of request, right? So here, if we are trying to apply for something or if we are trying to place a request. So when we write a letter of application, the following points should be kept in mind. Start with a short introduction and state clearly whether the applicant is writing in response to a reference from an advertisement found online or in the newspaper. I mean, you have to quote the reference. Like, where did you get to know about this particular job for which you are applying? State the age, education, and experience of the applicant. It's a must, it's mandatory. Provide the employer with a genuine expression of the applicant's earnestness in taking up a job in the respective company. All right. Why? What's the reason that you're applying for this particular job in this particular company? So show your readiness and also your suitability you have to convey. Also, always give at least 2 references so that if the employer, your future employer, wants to gather idea or maybe something about you, they want to find out more about you from the references, they can call up and have some inquiries made in your name. Letters of application should also follow the format of formal and business letters. The format would be the same, which I'm going to discuss later in the video. Now we come to letters to newspapers or to the editors of newspapers. This is again something which usually comes in the class 12 or class 10 paper, the English paper. So address these letters to the editor and end with yours faithfully. Rather than writing yours sincerely, write yours faithfully. Letters to the editor are letters that express concerns that should be addressed to higher civic authorities. I just said, if we write letters to the editor won't be able to solve our problem. But through the newspaper, we are trying to bring out or highlight a problem which we may be facing in some part of the city or in our colony. So it's not that the editor is going to do something. We are trying to convey our concern to the higher civic authorities, because newspaper is a public kind of property which is read by lots of eminent people. So if we have a genuine concern, we can convey it through this letter to the editor. These letters should be professional and authentic. I mean, the problem that you're talking about has to be a very genuine one, which concerns not just you, but the society at large or in general. Okay, it has to be a social issue or a problem, maybe which you're facing. Maybe there's been a robbery, maybe there are broken pipes, maybe some kind of problem is being created in your neighborhood, so that you have to address to the concerned authority, but through the newspaper. So also when you're writing to the editor of a newspaper, always write your name and exact address, because if you write an anonymous letter, no editor is going to publish that letter in their newspaper. Okay, so for today, I didn't want to make the video longer, so I'm going to continue the second part of it. Keep watching my channel, Eloquent English Enterprise. See you very soon and enjoy the rainy day today. Have a good time. I'll be back very soon with the second half of this video. So till then, it's a goodbye from my side. And once again, a very, very big thank you to all of my new subscribers, and also to Harleen and Ritu ma'am. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye-bye.